Right, okay, sorry about the weird angle. I'll take these off for a minute, give my eyeballs a rest. Sorry about the weird angle. It's the only place I can put it on my shelf where I can actually just do it hands-free, because I've got a weird desk where the back of it has a little lip on the back, so I can't put my arm on there. I thought I'd just come on quickly and just share with you a little thing that I'm doing. I always love to put a little gift in with all my orders, and I used to make acrylic jewellery, laser cut jewellery, which I think some of you might know. So what I've been doing, because I've obviously stopped that about a year ago, and I had a few pieces left, so I've been sort of gifting those, but I wanted something a bit more consistent and something that ties in a bit better with like my jewellery making and all the things that I love. Obviously shiny, shiny sparkly things. So I thought, what about crystals? So I've sourced some really lovely little crystals here, little pocket heart crystals, and they're all genuine gemstones, semi-precious? Maybe they're semi-precious. So I've got green aventurine, carnelian, rose quartz, lapis. I'll do a close-up in a minute of how I've done them. But these are just little gifts that I'm doing. I'm only trialing this. I only got about, I think, 30 stones. I gave one to my daughter, so I've got 29. Because one of them is a really cute, it's so cute, a cute little cat paw. Like, I don't know if you can see that. A little fluorite carved cat paw. It's so cute. I just want to keep them all. Like, I think I'm getting a bit obsessed now with crystal collecting, which is crazy. But yeah, so I don't know. What do you think? Is this a good idea? I think my customers like them. I've not tried these yet, but the actual little gifts that I put in already, I don't know, it's just like a little thank you for you know, trusting in me to make your lovely little things. And you know, it's in this world today, it's especially with so much online, you just don't know where to go, who to buy from. So someone comes to me and go, yeah, make me this, you know, I trust you basically, and like the things that I make. It's just a bit of appreciation from me, so like a little thank you from me. And I think I'll always do it because I actually quite like doing little presents. So I love packaging, so like packaging it all up, and I don't know, it's like a little present each time I get an order. But anyway, so yeah, I'll show you what I've got. Let me know what you think. Is it a good idea? Is it, you know, could I do something better? You know, all opinions welcome, good and bad. I will take any advice. So today I've just drank my tea. I need to make some ear climbers, so I might do a little video about how I make those. It's very simple, but they're really, really lovely. Now actually they're really fun to make as well, so I might just go through how I make those. No soldering, no heating, no annealing, which is kind of nice. You can just cut and shape and away you go, and shine obviously. I have got some ideas about some rings that, well, a little collection that I wanted to start doing and playing about with, some silver dust and things like that, so stay tuned for that. I haven't done any of it yet, it's just all in my head, but yeah, hopefully it will come out of my head and be transformed into metal, but we'll see. But yeah, that's to come. If you, I'm quite a new metal worker, silversmither. It's been about a year. I think I took about 6 months to actually learn how to use the tools and different techniques and practicing and all that kind of stuff. So it's only really been maybe the last, well, maybe since Christmas, that I've actually started to really kind of feel a bit more confident and, you know, get my work that I'm producing is, I feel like is good. My opinion obviously, but yeah, I'm definitely, with each month that passes, I am getting better, which is really good. So it's all about progress, and yeah, just trying new things and just having fun with it as well, playing about. I think the reason what stopped me working with silver before was well, a massive bumblebee just went up to the window then, was the cost of it. And because obviously I've not got, well, not obviously, but I've not got endless pots of money. Actually quite the opposite, but so all my tools are kind of, you know, thrifted or sourced or anything like that, but I was worried that I would mess up, and I've always worried about that. I've always been a worrier. So I just decided to treat this maybe first year as like a tuition fee. So any silver that I mess up, which I've actually got over a tray ounce of silver, I've actually messed up right here in my little pot. But this is my tuition fee, because I've not had any formal training in this. In silversmithing, it's all self-taught online, just experimenting, practicing. I think I might do, or I did do a metalwork course, like the Craftsy, or no, Damasco Craftsy, I can't remember. One of the little online courses, which is brilliant. Really recommend those actually, with the little modules. I think it was Craftsy, it must have been Craftsy. But yeah, that was really good. I did that in brass. I learned how to hold the saw and do all that. So it is really good to get some tuition. I think as time goes on, if I do hopefully start making more money from this, because I want to make more money, not just because I want to be rich, but because I want to be able to put it back in and do more stuff and be more creative and be able to sort of expand what I can do and things I can make and provide and offer and all that. So yeah, that's the long-term plan anyway, is to hopefully eventually be able to have enough money so I can actually do some more training, afford to do that, and then take things, just keep learning. I'll forever be learning. I love learning. I've never stopped learning. I've done, let's see, I've got a science background, so I've got a degree in biology, which is crazy, I know, but I love science and tech, but I also love crafts as well, so I've kind of always mingled the two together. So that's why I got a laser cutter. I geeked out on the whole techie side of the laser business, and I've got a 3D printer as well, so I've got like another shop. It's called Clay Doodle, which when I want a little bit of a headspace from metalwork, I just go on Illustrator and I do some designing for clay cutters and things like that. So so yeah, a little bit of an eclectic life, but it's a fun one. What was I saying? See, this is the other thing. I've got a very scatty brain. I start talking on one thing and then I go on to another thing, and then before I know it, I'm not talking about anything that I was first talking about. Oh yeah, so I was talking about what I've been doing. Oh yeah, so I started with the crafty stuff. So I did a degree in biology, and then I did some lab work. I worked for a university for about 10 years. I was doing like a project assistant on some clinical trials and epidemiology unit. So that was really good, but it was very, very officey, wasn't lab based. So I didn't really, I don't know, it was great. The people were lovely. I had a few like personal things going on at the time as well, but I won't go into all that. But yeah, so I decided that more craft kind of career was, creative kind of career would be brilliant. So I actually, while I was working at the university, there was an opening come up at an art gallery, which is a really well-known art gallery in Manchester, and I loved it. I went there, I started on the commercial team, so I wasn't an artist, but really inspiring, like such a lovely time there, meeting artists and seeing how people, like just the creativity just overflowing in that place. So yeah, at all walks of life, really, really great, really inspiring. So that's my kind of doorway into wanting to be a creator and a maker. So I then started, I don't know if this is a traditional route into like making, but it started off with photography. I did actually a photography course, and I did really well in that actually. I got a distinction, which is really good, which has helped me now actually with my photos for my jewellery, even though jewellery is really hard to photograph because little tiny shiny things are really difficult to like capture the beauty of them because they're like so small. But I am learning. I have only got my phone at the minute. I've had some really nice cameras in the past. I've had like DSLRs and all that, but through time and everything, they've been sold and rebought and then sold again. So I don't have one of those now. I only have my Android camera. which is working all right. I mean, my photos aren't great, like they could be better, definitely could be better, but you know, that's a work in progress too. So yeah, so I did that, and then I did some band photography actually with my friend who used to make, well he still does, he made custom drums. So that was kind of an exciting time in my life. So I met a few bands. I was on the went to a sound check at the MEN Arena, which was really good. Met the dude from Stereophonics, that was really cool. Met Full Living Criminals. I should have met Sean Ryder, but we missed him. Who else? Yeah, anyway, enough name dropping, eh? That was a really fun times. That was really good. So I did that for a bit, and then I decided that I wanted to actually make things. And then I really got into sugar work. So sugar flowers, craft, sort of sculpting and that kind of thing. So then I did wedding cakes. I started making cakes. It was a little bell cake design, and I absolutely loved it. It was the most stressful thing though ever. Delivering a wedding cake is literally, yeah, it was the most stressful thing in the world. You know, you've got one cake, one day, and it's the biggest day of this couple's life, and you don't want to mess it up. You don't want to drop the cake or anything like that. So bless him, Dave, my husband, he helped, but he obviously drove and delivered, and yeah, it's just so stressful, but he was brilliant. No cakes were ever destroyed, which was great. Hey, sorry about that little short interlude. Just sorting my daughter's lunch out. So yes, where was I? What was I saying? Cakes. I was talking about cakes, and then then I did segue into being a bit obsessed. This is what happens. I get obsessions, but this one, silver making, is I've definitely found my thing, my shiny thing, which I will be doing for forever now. But yes, then I did. What got me into jewellery making was actually buying and selling vintage jewellery, costume jewellery, which I absolutely loved. And I think if you've been with me since the beginning, I was reselling. I was a reseller, so I sourced vintage clothes, but really all the sequins, all the sequiny kind of clothes, and just really cool things. So yeah, I was doing that for a while, and then I sort of got into jewellery, and then I just had a massive appreciation for all this awesome vintage jewellery that I was finding and selling, and wanting to keep everything, but I couldn't, which now I can. So now I go out and I look for really cool things, and I can keep them, and it's really good. So I've got a nice little collection of it's not expensive, but just things that I really like myself. I think I've got a carved cameo and some really nice beads and things like that. But yeah, so I did that, and then that's what kind of got me into laser cutting, because I was finding these really cool pieces, these acrylic jewellery pieces, and then I'd learned about Leah Stein and just all of that. So that got me into wanting me to make jewellery. So I thought, I'll get a laser cutter. So I just got a laser cutter, gigged out on that for quite a while. I think that was down in lockdown. I decided to do that, and went full throttle with the laser cutting, and I loved it. I did love it. It was brilliant, sort of designing and then getting it all cut, and I'm modding all my geeking out with all my equipment and modding my laser cutter and all that. So I think I've got a video on here in my old house. I was in my garage. God, it was so cold in that garage. This is the thing, in our new house. We've got this little room on the side of the house, which is just so lucky, so lucky to have this space. It's got its own sink and everything. So really I'm thankful for this, because without this space I probably wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now. I'd be in probably a really cold garage for the foreseeable future. So yeah, I've turned this little space into my little studio, and this is where I'm at work now. So yeah, so I decided to so from laser cutting and making jewellery that way, I decided I wanted to work with precious metals, and I decided that I would just go for it and just try and try and do it because that's what I really wanted to do. I love gemstones and like really interesting like stones and agates and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to do that basically, to delve into that. So I sold my laser cutter and all my acrylics, and I put it into equipment, and then I got this for my birthday, my jeweller's bench, and the rest is kind of history now. So that's where I am today, learning metalsmithing and jewellery making and all that's in between, and obviously gemology and all that. It's so fun. I love it. But yeah, so what I'll do now, after I've given my little life history, I thought I'd just do this little video today because I've not been on for a long while because of all that. I've been doing all that, so I thought I'd just give you a little update on everything, you know, especially to my lovely subscribers that have been with me from the beginning of my reselling years. If you're still with me, hello. And yeah, well, if you're interested in what I'm doing now, then stick with me and we'll have a learn together. So yeah, I'll show you what I'm doing with these little freebies, and then I think in another video I'll probably record it today, but then I'll upload it later on next week. My ear climbers, my silver ear climbers that I'll make, really simple, really lovely to make. But yeah, so I'll say bye on this bit and I'll flip you around and I'll show you what I've got down here. So here are my little free gifts that I'm giving away with every purchase. Every time I make something for somebody, I'm going to give them a little pocket heart or a little pocket paw. Just spreading some really nice good vibes. Friendship is lapis, love is rose quartz, vitality is carnelian. I love these actually. There's some really cool colours. There's some like darker ones, and there's some like really kind of interesting shapes, and some really like kind of translucent ones as well, which I really love those. That's some green aventurine, which I think this is my favourite. I just love this colour. So yeah, they're really little titchy ones, but they're just to put in the purse. There's a little thank you for ordering from me. And yeah, I've only got about 29 of these. I gave a little paw to my daughter. But yeah, I'll see how they go, see if people like them as a little gift, and if they do, I'm gonna continue, I think, because I love playing with crystals anyway, so it's a win-win.